Hello, everyone. My name is Arielymar Rosario Sanchez. Today, I will be presenting a dramatic reading from Adrian Kennedy's play, Funny House of a Negro. The monologue I selected was Sarah's opening monologue, often referred to as the Negro monologue. So I will be reading that. Um, Part of my time I live with Raymond, part of my time with God. Maximilian and Albert Sachs Coburg. I live in my room. It is a small room on the top floor of a brownstone in the West 90s in New York. A room filled with my dark old volumes and narrow bed, and on the wall old photographs of castles and monarchs of England. It is also Victoria's chamber, Queen Victoria Regina's, partly because it is consumed by a gigantic plaster statue of Queen Victoria, who is my idol, and partly for other reasons. Three steps that I contrived out of boards led to the statue, which I have placed opposite to the door as I enter the room. It is a sitting figure, a replica in of one in London, and a thing of astonishing whiteness. I found it in a dusty shop on Morningside Heights. Raymond says it is a thing of terror, possessing the quality of nightmares, suggesting large and probable deaths. And of course, he is right. When I am Duchess of Habsburg, I sit opposite Victoria in my headpiece and we talk. The other time I wear the dress of a student, dark clothes, dark stockings. Victoria always wants me to tell her Victoria wants me to tell her of whiteness. She wants me to tell her of a royal world where everything and everyone is white and there is no unfortunate black ones. For as we of royal blood know, black is evil and has been from the beginning, even before my mother's hair started to fall out, before she was raped by a wild black beast. Black was evil. As for myself, I long to become even more pallid Negro than I am now. Pallid like Negroes on the covers of American Negro magazines, soulless, educated, and irreligious. I want to possess no moral value, particularly value as to my being. I want not to be. I ask nothing except anonymity. I am an English major, as my mother was when she was in school in Atlanta. My father majored in social work. I am graduated from a city college and have occasional work in libraries, but mostly spend my days preoccupied with the placement of geometric positions of words on paper. I write poetry, filling white page after white page with imitations of Edith Sitwell. It is my dream to live in rooms with European antiques and my Queen Victoria photographs of Roman ruins, walls of books, a piano, oriental carpets, and to eat my meals on a white glass table. I will visit my friends' apartments, which will contain books, photographs of Roman ruins, pianos, and oriental carpets. My friends will be white. I need them as an embankment to keep me from reflecting too much upon the fact that I am a Negro. For all like an educated Negro's about life and death's essential, I find it necessary to maintain a stark fortress against recognition of myself. My white friends like myself will be shrewd, intellectual, and anxious for death. Anyone's death. I will mistrust them as I do myself, waver in their opinion of me as I waver in the opinion of myself. But if I had not wavered in my opinion of myself, then my hair wouldn't have never fallen out. And if my hair hadn't fallen out, I wouldn't have Bill Gwyn to my father's head with any bonny mask. In appearance, I'm good looking in a boring way, no glaring Negro features, medium nose, medium mouth, and pale yellow skin. My one defect is that I have a head of frizzy hair, unmistakably Negro kinky hair, and it is undistinguishable. I would like to lie and say I love Raymond, but I do not. He is a poet and Jewish, and is Jewish. He is very interested in Negroes. Um, thank you for listening to my monologue. Now we will be talking more about the playwright and the playwright and the play. Um, Adrian Kennedy is an African American playwright known for writing a lot of experimental plays that explore race identity and psychological conflict. Her most famous work is this one, Funny House of a Negro. It was first performed in 1964 and remains as important today. Funny House of a Negro follows Sarah, a young black woman struggling with her racial identity and sense of self. Throughout the play, different historical and symbolic figures appear as parts of her fractured identity. The play uses dreamlike imagery and symbolism to show Sarah's internal conflict. In the monologue I performed, Sarah introduces herself and reveals her confusion about who she is and where she belongs. The monologue establishes the play's major themes of identity, isolation, and obviously like self perception. The Black Arts Movement, now talking about that, was a cultural movement in 1960s and 1970s that encouraged Black artists and writers to create works that reflected Black experiences and culture. It was closely connected to the civil rights and Black power movements. Although Adrian Kennedy's style is like more psychological and experimental than many Black arts writers. Funny House of a Negro explores important issues of race and identity. The play shows how racism and social pressures can affect a person's self-image and well-being. I think I think the play is powerful because it presents identity as something deeply personal and complicated. Through Sarah's struggle, Kennedy encourages audiences to think about belonging and self-acceptance and the impact of social expectations. With all that, thank you for listening, and I will be putting talking about the works cited. Um, which is Kennedy Adrian Funny House of a Negro, Samuel French, 1964, and the Hill Errol G. and James V. Hatch, A History of African American Theater, Cambridge, 2003. And obviously the course readings and lecture materials of the Black Arts Movement. And with all that, I will be concluding this presentation. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.